watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
We are working for kids this morning. Thanks for being here at 6 a.m., everyone. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Netta Irampour. Glad you're joining us here for our special newscast this morning. We are raising money today to help Rady Children's Hospital start a professional canine therapy program. You can be part of this. This program will pair child care specialists with highly trained therapy dogs that work together as an integral part of a child's overall treatment plan.
Really going to be helping out a lot of kids here. CBS 8's Vanessa Paz has more on our give-a-thon, including a donor matching donations this hour, right?
Yes, it's at a very important hour, 6 a.m. on the dot here. If you donate within this hour, your donation will get matched up to $6,500.
Love it.
And we have another perk. If you're wondering what this guy is, this adorable little plush dog here, basically, if you make a monthly donation of minimum $50, we also mail one of these out for you. So there's a limited amount, but the first 50 get a dog.
So popular last year. So many of you called in saying that you wanted one of these plushies. So we thought, you know what, let's up the game this year. Let's make the first 50 donors commit to a $50 donation per month, and then you'll get to go home with one of those.
And if you're wondering what that noise is in the background, it was kind of a ringing noise. Those are our phones, also known as kind of the laptop, the phones incorporated in the laptops ringing. These phones, Abby, have been ringing since the top of 5 a.m. We've already received a $1,000 donation. And Vera, I got to give Vera a shout out. She was our first donation of the morning out in Vista. So yes, we will also be having some of our anchors answering the phone throughout not only the morning, but also through the afternoon into the evening hours.
Hey,
so
it may be early, but there's a lot of people that are
yeah.
up and ready to donate to make this happen. This has been such an incredible commitment from CBS 8 and Rady Children's, and you guys at home watching. We just cannot thank you enough for your donations and your commitment and your support for Rady Children's Hospital, because when we're talking about the impact that this could make, I met a girl named Michaela, and she had gone through so many surgeries in the first few months of her life, and talking to her parents, you just think about the resilience that her parents and her children have, and she just adores dogs, and you're going to see how much love she has for her dogs and what it would mean if there was a dog in the hospital when she was being treated, the impact that that could have made. So imagine what it can make for so many other children. 9-year-old Michaela has a big heart for dogs, a heart that can continue to heal at Rady Children's Hospital's Resident Canine Therapy Program. Working for kids, you can help bring four-legged therapists to young patients.
The smile that 3-year-old Golden Doodle Fetchy
he's just cute.
Brings to Michaela,
Mostly a rascal,
is pure joy. That laughter echoes in her parents' hearts.
He really gives her so much comfort and compassion, and is her best friend.
Dogs have provided a unique healing power since Michaela was an infant, which she needed.
She loves animals. She loves dogs. From the moment she came home from the hospital, she's been around dogs.
Born with tetralogy of Fallot, a rare congenital heart defect, Michaela endured 3 major surgeries and spent her first 3 years more in the hospital than out.
It's hard to hear your child scream and cry when things are being done, and your immediate instinct is to shield them and protect them and stop whatever's hurting them.
Her parents, Mark and Melissa Cohen, watched helplessly as their baby was poked, prodded, and surrounded by tubes. They wished that their dogs could have provided that comfort.
If there's a therapy dog there that's going to take their mind off of it or just make them feel good and feel calm before any of that happens, I mean, that's the best thing. Good boy.
Now you can help. This is the second year CBS 8 is working for kids. Your donations last year helped lay the foundation. Now Rady Children's says your continued support can officially launch the hospital's first resident canine therapy program.
Getting to know me?
Their program funds 3 full-time resident dogs and the child life specialists who work with them. Services not covered by insurance.
The kids really need some animal and just something to give them love, and the unconditional love is what they're looking for.
Jump. Good boy. Good boy. Down.
That healing power helps children feel safe, calm, and motivated to recover.
Yes, they can sense it.
I'm just a dog person. I just love dogs a lot. Dogs are fun.
Working for kids, Abby Black, CBS 8.
Isn't her laugh infectious?
yeah.
And the love for her dog. And we're already seeing it happen. We're hearing the phones ring. Michaela's making it happen.
I know, she is. And again, the phones have been ringing since 5 o'clock this morning. If you're wondering what the dog bones are in the background here, these are all the donors that we've had so far since 5 o'clock. And we've already had a $1,000 donation. But this hour is extra special because every single donation is going to be matched up to $6,500. So that's obviously huge. This is the hour we want to make that happen. And the plush dogs,
yes.
We were just explaining that any donor who commits to a $50 monthly donation will get a plush dog, and we have them out for the first 50 donors for that monthly program.
We call those top dog donors.
Top dog donors,
yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, really exciting stuff here. And later on, we'll also have some canines joining us, and we'll also continue to bring you stories throughout the morning of the impact Rady Children's really does make for these children who desperately need the help, and they're getting the help.
You hearing those phones ring?
Yes.
Thank you so much. We love that you are donating, getting in on all the action, and making this happen, and just making a world of a difference for so many young patients at Rady Children's Hospital.
And Abby, seeing you early morning.
That's
on
right.
I was like, how was the drive? Did you beat the morning rush? Also, if you're wondering, the QR code, also the phone number, 1-800-258-0007. Call that number, scan the QR code to donate. It is so easy. You're already on your phone, probably scrolling. $1, $5, $20 goes such a long way. So we'll be out here hanging out throughout the morning.
Or 50 every month, and you can get one of those cool dogs right there, huh?
Who doesn't want that?
Catherine cameraman said these are very soft. He's been kind of putting them near his face.
They are. They're super soft.
That's really being dedicated to the cause. That monthly
monthly donation. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Abby, for that. We'll check back with you throughout the morning. And now let's get you caught up on some of our other top local stories. This morning, San Diego Sheriff's Office investigating a crash in San Marcos. This one involving 2 teenagers and an e-bike.
Hearing a lot more about these crashes with the e-bikes. It happened last night at the intersection of South Santa Fe Avenue and Bostic Boulevard. CBS 8's Regina Yarita live in San Marcos now with some new video you just got.
That's right. We spoke with a neighbor who didn't witness the accident, but he did share footage coming from his Ring camera. I want to take you to that. We did blur the faces of the 2 riders, but I can tell you without the blur, the video shows the 2 riding on the same e-bike at an accelerated speed. This all happened around 6:30 p.m. yesterday evening, according to a spokesperson with the Vista Fire Department. A 12 and 18-year-old riding on the same e-bike flew down Avenida de Regina. A car then hit the teens when they went into the cross traffic of Santa Fe Avenue. The impact caused the 12-year-old to go about 40 feet in the air from the crash, and the same car hit the teen again as he was landing. The boy suffered multiple traumatic injuries and lost consciousness, but woke up before being taken to the hospital by helicopter. The 18-year-old landed in the second lane and suffered major injuries. Paramedics had to drive him to Palomar Hospital. Now, officials say all other parties stayed behind and cooperated with the investigation. Alcohol and drugs are not suspected to be factors in this crash. The incident, however, has once again sparked concern over e-bike accidents. Crashes like these have been happening in different parts of the county. It's why Chula Vista recently passed new e-bike rules, and now the city of Carlsbad is considering age restrictions for e-bikes. But back out here, as far as the investigation for this crash goes, we do know that the same San Marcos Sheriff's Station traffic unit is handling this case. But again, the neighbor that we spoke to, he didn't notice the crash happen, but he did actually show us that video. We had to blur their faces because one of them is underage, but we have been kind of monitoring these streets. Cars have been going pretty fast here. Close to us, another street is very steep, so just not the place that you want to be riding very fast, especially with an e-bike and of course with these cars driving in and out from these intersections. We'll keep you guys updated with more details, but for now, I'll send it back to you.
The speed, the lack of helmets. We've seen a lot of dangerous moves out on those e-bikes. Thank you very much, Regina, for filling us in on with that. This morning, the debate over redistricting continues to heat up. California Republicans are now heading to the courts. Now, yesterday, opponents of Prop 50 filed an emergency petition asking the state Supreme Court to block Governor Gavin Newsom's redistricting measure. Republicans claim in the petition Democrats violated the state constitution by skipping the 30-day 30-day public review period before passing the bill, stripping voters and the Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission of their power, and by redrawing congressional maps in the middle of the decade.
I'm hoping that voters will see through this and recognize that the governor and the Democratic leadership are trying to take away the power of the voters.
We will be the first state in U.S. history to, in the most democratic way, submit to the people of our state the ability to determine their own maps.
As it stands now, voters here in California will have the final say on Proposition 50 by heading to the polls. A special election will be held November 4th. CBS 8's Chris Grell will join us with those details coming up here at 6:30. All right, now we are working for kids, helping Rady Children's Hospital start a program that will pair child care specialists with highly trained therapy dogs.
Let's check back in with CBS 8's Vanessa Paz standing by with Dr. Haas from the Super Dentist.
Yeah, he's a very familiar face here around CBS 8. And Dr. Haas, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's dark and early, but you came here to give a special message and an announcement. What was that?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here to represent the Super Dentist. We're going to be donating $2,000, and this is such a wonderful cause. As a pediatric dentist, dental office, we firsthand understand how stressful going to the doctor or the dentist is. And so we're very happy to be part of this wonderful cause.
And you obviously have a special connection when it comes to children, right? And
exactly. So because we're a pediatric dental office, we learned early on that going to the dentist could be stressful, going to the doctor can be stressful, and these early childhood experiences can have long-term effects. If the kids look forward to go to the dentist or the medical doctor or the children's hospital, then they're gonna go to the doctor sooner, they're gonna take care of themselves better, and they're gonna have healthier lives. And these dogs are absolutely amazing. I have a dog myself, and I can understand how this can lift up the spirit of kids when they're stressful. And so one dog can go a long way to make hundreds of kids feel really comfortable in a medical setting like Children's Hospital.
Well, Dr. Haas, thank you so much. And also, what message do you have for anyone that's inclined to donate, some donors who want to give this morning? What would your message be to them?
Yeah, I really invite everybody to join and to help. These are a good cause for kids, and we all want our kids to grow up healthier, happier, and have a wonderful life. So I really invite everybody to be part of this.
Thank you so much. And I have to give a shout out. I mean, we got the Super Dentist.
We don't have furry dogs, at the Super Dentist, but we do have superheroes with wings.
I love this. If I'm a kid, you're making me smile, that's for sure. All right, let's go ahead and toss it over to Evan because we have a lot to talk about when it comes to weather. But of course, we will be bringing you updates here from Studio A throughout the morning, the entire day, in fact. Back to you guys.
I love it. The Super Dentist there in studio with you right now. Let's take a look at what's going on outside. Yeah, it is going to be another active day with the potential for some pop-up showers and thunderstorms yet again over our local mountains and deserts for the most part. That took place yesterday. Let's take you closer to San Diego County, and that is all that activity that came through yesterday afternoon. It was a lot of it. It brought over half an inch, in some cases over 3/4 of an inch to the ground. That was only for a couple select spots. Now as we start off the morning, things are much more mild. Clouds have built in out along the coast and pushed on shore, which means that it might be an overcast start to the morning, but by the afternoon, we should be back to warm territory. Mid-70s out by the coast, upper 80s across our inland valleys this afternoon. 83 on average for the mountains and 95 for our local deserts. Here's what temperatures are like out the door right now. We've cooled down mostly to the 60s, 69 in Oceanside, 67 in Encinitas and Del Mar, 63 in Alpine, and mainly 50s in Julian and Mount Laguna. Want to mention that those rain chances are going to stay elevated for this afternoon, about 30 to 40%, and then starting to drop down steadily. So less humidity and less moisture on hand for days to come. The opposite is going to happen temperature-wise, though. We'll see a gradual climb in temperatures. So while humidity falls, temperatures will climb. That's going to take place all the way through this upcoming weekend, Friday, Saturday time frame. We're back in the low 90s out there, but we'll be much drier, much less cloud cover out there, and also a much smaller likelihood of any of those showers or thunderstorms taking place. Let's jump into traffic, see how things are looking on your roads to start off your morning here, where we have a live look outside at what we've got on the southbound 15. This is at Poway Road. You can see volume steadily picking up throughout the morning commute. We haven't noticed many crashes or collisions popping up over the last half hour or so, but I will take you to what we see as far as our drive times go. Coronado Bridge, downtown to Coronado, down to about 42 miles per hour. Pretty mild out there. A lot of people trying to get in at the 6 o'clock hour to the Coronado area. 805 also looking good. San Ysidro, border wait time is about 40 minutes. That's your port of entry. Otay Mesa port of entry is going to take you a little bit longer, about an hour in total. Ned and Eric, over to you.
Thank you very much, Evan. Still ahead here, President Trump says he's firing Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook from a job that's supposed to be independent of the administration. How Cook promises to fight back.
And it looks like a scene out of a scary movie. A massive dust storm sweeping through parts of Arizona. The incredible images next. And as we go to break here, another look at our awesome volunteers answering all the phones right now. Call them right now. The number right there on your screen, 1-800-258-0007. Help kickstart this important program. We're working for kids here on this Tuesday morning.
Yeah, you can also use that special QR code right there at the bottom right of your screen. CBS 8 working for kids all day today. So let's all pull together, raise enough funding to get these dogs for Rady Children's Hospital. We'll be right back after a quick break.